Good day. Look how foggy and cloudy it is today. It's January 1st, 2021. And my first garden tour. Well, kinda garden tour. Let's start with the lettuce experiment. Pretty much done for the year. Waiting to see if we can keep those for seeds. I'm not sure with this temperature if that's going to happen, but if I don't try, I'm not going to learn. For the Jamaica is done for the year, have to cut it and dispose of it. Oregano is growing. This is the oregano that I transplanted. It was really huge, and I make a huge cut in it so I could move it here. I thought it was gonna die, but it looks like it's getting better by the day, even in winter. Banana trees, I showed you them before. I am going to leave them like that to see if that takes care of well, I'm gonna take a couple of them and I'm gonna cover the roots, and some others I'm just gonna leave them like it is to see what happens. You know that I'm against covering beds because of the pests, but this one has so much weeds on it. And if I'm not able to get more compost, I'm gonna plant on them the way they are, and that's gonna be a challenge. So I decided to cover them and try. Yep, these are, look, there are fire ants everywhere, no matter what temperature it is. These are weeds and voluntary lettuce from a lettuce that was here, I don't know, 5-6 months ago, and they decided to come back. Have to weed this one and see what I'm going to plant in here. Yeah, the fig is overwintering in here. It's the second year that it's going to be outside, so let's see if it will survive. Last year there were no as low temperatures as this year. This year's been in the 20s 3 or 4 times already. So let's see. One of the medicinal beds, well, medicinal / herbs bed, still not completed. I'm going to do that in spring. I'm just going to weed it. I'm going to weed it and see what happens. Medicinal bed. Let's see what comes back. Yep, let's see what comes back. Then this is the onion and leek bed. Not growing too fast. I'm going to put some compost today as part of the onion process, and I'm going to probably plant some in the middle. Let's see what happens today, later. There's compost going on here. The raspberry and blackberry bed, yeah, need some help. It's been so cold. So there's raspberries in my calendula bed. I need to transplant them. Calendulas has kind of survived the 20s temperatures. I have to behead them like yesterday. Yeah, and let's go then to the main garden. Let's go really fast because there's not a lot going on in here. So if we look at the right, it's going to be some herbs and the shady herb garden. I'm working on getting some pots ready. Yep, it's a lot of work to do here. This one is almost done for the winter. Let's see if I'm able to plant something else. I am going to leave this one, as much as I want to eat it, to see if it goes to seed, because I was not able to get more seeds in with house tools. They're not even presented in the catalog. I don't know what happened, but I'm going to try to get some seeds from it and see if I can plant them again. Yep. Then, the greens are always damaged by the cold temperatures. Leeks from last year, hopefully they will grow a little bit more and we can make a soup or a stir fry. What are you doing here from the spring? Oh, here we go. They're not that small. It's probably I'm gonna be able to eat those leeks soon. Then the other bed that is between the on the sides of the arch in here, it has some kohlrabies and some fennel, which I'm gonna harvest today or tomorrow. Some kohlrabies in here, different kohlrabies, and it does have, which I still haven't eaten one from my garden. Yep, a cauliflower. Survived the 20th temperatures. I'm not sure how it is, but it survived so far. As I said, I'm working on the pots. Some of them were the potato ones, so I'm amending the soil on them and trying to get some of the others ready. In the little non-heated kind of greenhouse, I still have cilantro, some leeks that I need to transplant, more leeks in there. Yep, same thing. Loofahs from last year. I don't know if they're even viable. The bay leaf, little tree, some kale that I need to transplant. I'm thinking about making a trial in here with either rutabagas or something else, but this is not heated and it's been cold, so I'm not sure. So I'm keeping the banana plant in here. She's gonna completely die and come back in the spring, hopefully. That's what she did last year. Mayor's lemon, have to do some work on it because it has a fungus, so need to work on it. Eucalyptus, it's looking better than last year. I transplanted it this year to a bigger pot, and it spent last winter in the same greenhouse. Culantro, gonna harvest those seeds these days. More leeks, I have to split them. Still a lot of work still in the garden. This is where the pepper jungle was. It has some kale. I'm not sure how they're doing. They're alive, but you know, growing slow. It's cold. Yeah, I have to take care of this. This was pink celery, but from last year I used it all the year. I was cutting small portions and using them. This Russian kale is a voluntary one from last year's plant. There are some other kales. They didn't do so good this fall, but I'm leaving them. There were a lot of pests this fall, like a lot. They didn't do so good. There's a little kohlrabi there. Let's see if it grows. I think this is a broccoli or a cauliflower, but I'm not sure because I lost the tag. Yeah, I lost the tag. More pink celery. I think some of this is going to survive. I'm thinking about putting it in the little greenhouse, but it's too busy. So this is supposed to be the rhubarb bed. There was a rhubarb there, and I see that they're not having a good time, so maybe they're gonna go and maybe come back in the winter, in the spring. I'm going to weed this one and put a little bit more of compost. I think they have enough leaves already. From the other side, flower bed, no flowers. Muscadines, I have to prune them. Yep, needs a prune like urgently. Then the 4 main beds. I planted this one with a lot of brassicas. This in the spring had okra and sunflowers and other flowers. So Let's see what, I think I'm going to plant tomatoes in here, but I'm not sure yet. Haven't done the plan for the spring and summer. Cabbages, cauliflowers, kohlrabi. Look at this color. I'm sorry, broccoli. It's opening, so I have to harvest it today. Broccoli, another broccoli. I planted purple sprouting broccoli. I'm not sure if it's going to come in the spring and give me broccoli or not, depending on how it will work here in the south. Another broccoli. This is cauliflower, but doesn't have any. Look how big the oregano is back. Looking forward to be harvested again soon. Cauliflowers, don't have any yet, but it's okay because I have 3 in the other plants. Kohlrabi, cabbages, different cabbages. This was a really, really good cabbage this summer. I think this is the first one that I'm going to harvest. Look how beautiful this is. Not big enough, but getting there. More cabbages. I hope that the pests don't get to them. You know, there's always pests. Look, there's always, but another one. This is the 3rd bed. There's some Swiss chard in here that has suffered a lot with the cold temperatures. This is one of the cauliflowers. Let me see if I can. Yep, hope you can see it. Small, but it's here. Yeah. The Aloe Vera is not gonna survive the cold. The salsify. Guys, I don't know when I need to harvest the salsify. If you do know, let me know, because maybe I'm losing the opportunity to try them. The last of the kohlrabi is in this bed. Then I replanted brassicas in here. This is the bed that is giving us a hard time getting anything growing in here because of nematodes, I think. The onion bed, there's work that needs to be done in here. There's still the critter digging in my beds. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. Look. Woohoo! More broccoli, cauliflower, and the leeks. They're growing a little bit. Gonna put some compost on them today and weed, and try to replant some in here because the cat, or whatever critter is. Then fennel, I think it's time. The carrot bed, there's still those 3 that I left. 1, 2, 3, 1 purple, and I believe there are 2 yellow, amarillo, but I'm not sure, to see if I can get some seeds from it. Nope, I have to work with this bed. This is supposed to be spinach, but that's as big as they get here. And it's like super small. Yep, this aloe vera is not gonna survive. Have to do some work on this bed. Still a lot to do this winter. Those lettuces, I have to take them out. The Swiss chard bed, suffering a lot with the cold temperatures, but I think it will survive. If there's nothing, like, it comes to 20, but then they get no leaves, so hopefully it will survive. Then I have a surprise for you. Well, I have 2, a good and a bad news. The bad news was the cat came in here and made a mess with it. But the good news are, yeah, the carrots are surfacing. Look, I got little carrots. Now I have to cover them. What I'm going to do, since I don't know which ones are going to come and which ones are not, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cover it now, and when they are like 3 inches, then I will replant wherever there's a space. He came in here and made a mess, but I'm gonna cover them today. So December carrots coming. Then we have the chives. I think I'm gonna do the last harvest today. They're good enough. I think I can dehydrate them and keep them. I normally freeze them and I like them freeze, but I don't have freezer space. Let's go inside, guys. I have my shelves ready for my super cheap setup for the seedlings this winter. Yeah, they all get all leggy and everything. I don't have the lamps that I need, but I can't put that money on it yet. So here's the inside garden. The culantro is growing really, really nice. The aloe vera is staying healthy. Look at the little babies that it has. Many. Well, it had when I transplanted it here. Look at this, guys. What am I going to do with this pepper? It's overgrowing the space that I have it. This is one of the ones that overwinter in that video. I'm going to leave it in the description below. We have guavas, pink guavas. They're all surviving. And we have, let me see, the other two peppers. I hope you can see them. They're still alive. Not as alive as the other one that I just showed you, but they're alive. And then the Cuban oregano it's a beauty. I need to fertilize it because, you know, the leaves are not as green as they're supposed to, but I'm going to fertilize them this week. So I still have a lot to do in the garden, and it's just January 1st, 2021. Till next time. Bye.